All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. In general, I'm more of an extemporaneous speaker, but today they said, make sure that I said all the right things, so I'm using cards. For those of you who are still trying to get into the building, come on in. For those of you who have seats in between you, move in. All right, got it. All right, thank you, Susan, and hello, Deploy23. Welcome. I know it's a lot to ask of you. Many of you I've seen on the road. The month of September is crazy busy. And I know that all of you have been processing critical minerals on both ends. Wait, I don't think that analogy worked very well. You've been like completing interconnection cluster studies in 3 different jurisdictions. Wait, I'll keep working on my analogies. All right. But you are here, and we are here to try something different. With our partners at the Cleantech Leaders Forum, we wanted to see if we could assemble a group of decision makers in the private sector and surround you with community, labor, and justice leaders committed to build, who could come together to explain to leaders in government on how we can make real progress on advancing America's clean energy agenda. The goal is accelerating commercial scale deployment of critical clean technologies. And the way that this happens in America is industry and investors make stunning leaps and bets on the future. The government pursues thoughtful, flexible frameworks to support them. This includes working through key issues like workforce and labor and community engagement. My colleagues at DOE and across government have received a great deal of authority to be helpful. But to be clear, we are mostly here to listen. I'm a firm believer that we have the best innovators in the world. Now we need to improve our private and public partnership to bring those technologies to relevant scale. That's been the guiding principle of my work and my colleagues' work at the DOE since the beginning of this administration. It's guided the Pathways to Commercial Liftoff effort, now led by the Office of Technology Transitions, and that you will hear more about later in the session, and so much more at the Department of Energy. In short, we are private sector led and government enabled. You are here to lead, and we are here to enable. We have good policy in place, resources devoted to this project, buy-in from the business community, and an imperative from the American public and the world at large. Now it's time to figure out how to actually get it all done. But we know it won't be easy. This morning's plenary is called Countdown. We will focus on the scale of the undertaking at hand and the current playing field. This afternoon's plenary, Challenge. We'll lay out why some parts of this are so hard. Tomorrow, we'll start to learn about how systems change. In that plenary, we call it Transform. And tomorrow afternoon's plenary, Next. We'll talk about the actions we can all take right now to make sure we're on the right path. Along the way, we'll have some amazing keynotes, fireside chats, sparks, and maybe even some surprise virtual guests. So let's get to it.